Yo! Welcome back to another episode of Shy Boys Podcast. The question for the day is Tre Jones the point guard of the future for the Chicago Bulls? Y'all already know. We got to talk about it. But you know you got to hear the music first. Cognac. Gang. Shy Bulls Podcast with the Cognac Boys. I'm Cognac Boy Bobby, and I'm with my dog, CDubb. How you doing, boy?
Good, man. If they got room for us in San Antonio, we heard a rumor up in San Antonio.
Shit, they got room for anybody in San Antonio. You tweaking.
Y'all say it's a lot of big women over there and shit.
Yeah, you bogus. Hey, if y'all like what y'all listen to today, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and shake that notification bell. So every time we drop, you be the first ones to know. Look, y'all already know we going free agent shopping in San Antonio. Hey, guy, that's why I went to boot camp. But nonetheless, it is what it is. It's busting. But hey, we going free agent shopping with the San Antonio Spurs. It ain't too much to look at. We got Romero Langford, Keita Bates Diop, Tre Jones, Gorgie Dang, Sandro Mamouk Levashivlia.
Good try.
Julian Champagne, and then Dominic Barlow. But hey, we just gonna pass on all those players, at least from my opinion, and say it's Trae Young, the point guard of the future for the Chicago Bulls. You can go ahead and go through and dissect all those if you want to. Let me know what you think.
Oh, let's do it really quick because it's so trash. Romeo,
Juliet,
Keita, Keita. I think that's his name, Keita or Keita or whatever it is.
Look, I don't goddamn know.
Tre Jones, the younger brother of Tyus Jones of the Memphis Grizzlies. This is Tre Jones. Nice little point guard at 23 years of age. He will be a restricted free agent. That means they can match that off or whatever we want to throw at him. He's getting paid $1.3 million right now. He's a nice little point guard. He struggles from three, even though he came a long way to end up at 28% from three. He's a nice point guard. He can get you some assists. What is his average? His point per games and assists, nephew?
6.6 last season.
Assists?
Yes.
What's the point per game and assists, nephew?
To what? 13.6 assists.
13.6 assists. It's pretty decent with I think he played like 20-some minutes. I think so. Like
30 minutes per game.
30 minutes per game. That's pretty good for a young kid like that, 23 years old. Now, he would be good with the Chicago Bulls. I do have one caution, is that three-point shooting. Because I like my point guard to be able to come off those picks and be a threat off the pick with a three-point shot. We got to have that. Pat Beverly, he didn't have that. Lonzo Ball, he definitely had that. Ayo Dosunmu, he tried, but he just gave up in the middle of the season last year. And Kobe White, he got that. But who knows what they want to do with Kobe White. We hope Kobe White comes back. But he is a great assist man. 6.6 ain't nothing to sneeze at. He can score the basketball. He can get to the basket. He got a little float game. He just like his brother. You know what I'm saying? Copy his game a little bit. I wouldn't be mad at him being on the team, bro. Tre Jones. Tre Young, too, to tell you the truth. For Gorgie Dang, nah. The rest of these guys, I ain't even finna try like my nephew. Nah. But Tre Jones, yes.
Man, me personally, Tre Jones, I believe he's a solid point guard that's up and coming in his league. Me personally, I love the way that he attacks the basket. He can work the pick and roll. He can finish on both sides of the basketball. He can go ahead and hit you with the flow game. I believe this guy has a lot of tools that are necessary for him to be a starting point guard in this league. Hence why Greg Popovich, a Hall of Fame coach, put him in a position to where he can go ahead and develop and go ahead and be a key call to what the San Antonio Spurs were doing last year. He went from playing 7 minutes to 16 minutes to 30 minutes per game over the last 3 seasons. In all those seasons, he increased his point totals, he increased his rebounds, he increases his assist total, and he increased his free throw percentage and his 3-point percentage. So I believe this guy's a young guy that can go ahead and work hard, and a young guy that can go ahead and be a starter in this league. Now, the key question is can this guy be somebody that's potentially better than what we have already in Ayo Dosunmu and Kobe White? Right now, I'm not ready to put that on wax. What do you say?
I agree with that. You said all that in a 3-point percentage. I'm not comfortable with the 3-point percentage. That's the one thing that's knocking me off the ship. It's the 3-point percentage. What is knocking? Is it just that you think we got players that's better than him, or is it something in this game that can't put him over the top? Is it the age? Is it the youthfulness? It can't be the youthfulness because we got young people, young kids too.
If you're looking at 3-point percentage from Ayo Dosunmu, last year, Tre Jones, he gave you 28%. Ayo Dosunmu gave you 31 after having a drop off of I believe 36%. So we know that Ayo Dosunmu, at least at his average, is 36% with a drop off of 31% of having a bad year. This guy has had an increased year. We don't know what he can reach, but I know that Ayo Dosunmu, at least right now, can still at least maintain the same production as this point guard right here.
Oh, bro. So if you look at a template as a player, as a point guard player, do you look at him as like his brother, Tyus Jones? Do you look him at as any other player? As you look at it now, and when I look at him play, I like him as a slasher. So I would say something in the realm of early John Wall type, but not all the way John Wall. I know John Wall was a #1 pick. He was fantastic, but he didn't have a jump shot coming into the league in like the first couple of years. Do you think what is a good template for Tre Jones?
I mean, I think it's just going to be something that a player that has to continue to develop. I can't put a necessary player on him right now, but I definitely believe that his strongest strength right now is attacking the basket, because as just previously mentioned, when he gets in the pick and roll, he can dump that thing off to the center, or he can go ahead and hit it high off the glass. He can finish on both sides of the basketball, whether that be right or left, and he has a nice float game. But I don't have a template per se right now. But if you compare him to his brother came in shooting 30% in his first year in the NBA. And this guy, we already just seen he was only at 19%. And then ever since then, if we going 35%, 35, 32, 38, 32. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
it's something that's above average than what Tre Jones has to offer versus Tyus Jones, or what has been displayed over the course of both of these guys' career.
yeah. I still think he has a high ceiling. He still can get increasingly better, especially with a jump shot. I like him to add a little mid-range jumper too, a more consistent mid-range jumper, because he does shoot them at time to time. Do you think they settled with him with them getting Wembanyama coming in?
I mean, to me personally, I think that the San Antonio Spurs, that's somebody that they probably can feel like they can build with, simply because, like, bro, if you're looking at if you a front office, you be like, hey, we drafted this young player, we gonna believe in him, we gonna see what he can do. He is a restricted free agent. I don't suspect a lot of teams putting in a lot of bids for him, so these guys might be able to retain him for a low salary. So you might be like, hey, he's improved every year. Let's get him a center that's quote unquote a generational talent in Wembanyama. For some people who's gonna comment and try to correct us on how to pronounce the motherfucker name, I don't know. Argue with your mama. But
Wemby.
you will say that, hey, let's see, this guy's is a distributor, and we shouldn't have to count on him much to give us offensive production. So they might still try to run it back and let him be the point guard of the future because he's still relatively young.
Oh, bro. So I think if he turns out to be what everybody says he's going to be, I'm talking about Wimbiana, he should make Tre Jones' job easier.
Facts.
Uh, so I would like he'll be good with the Chicago Bulls. I think he'll still be a project. I don't know if we got the patience for another project because that
Yeah.
3-point shot got to be here. We got to have it, bro.
Yeah, because me personally, I'm looking at it as a sense of this. If I'm watching Ayo Dosunmu on his Instagram, on his Twitter, this offseason right now, he's working on slowing down the pace for himself and
I
getting to
love
the
it.
spots for himself.
Love
And
it.
he already has the same NBA experience as a Tre Jones. What's the difference? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
And
absolutely.
Tre Jones is 6'1". Ayo Dosunmu is what, 6'5"?
Yeah, maybe about 6'5", 6'6". Yep.
Yeah, so you get one that's taller. You get one that you can argue is the same defensively. You get one that is the same in transition. You get one that's a bit better in 3-point shooting. Eh, I wouldn't give that up. I would stick with the young gun that I got versus trying to trade away.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm glad you said that. If I was to make, if you was to ask me that question, who would I take, Tre Jones or Ayo? I'm gonna have to stick with Ayo. Not just from like he from Chicago, but just the way you stated that. I know the points is he played more minutes than Ayo, so the point total and the assist is going to be a lot higher. Ayo had a down year, but he's still effective, more effective on the defensive end. He can get to the basket way easier. He's long. Yeah, I think he's a pretty good passer. He fell off last year, but it's that jump shot, man. It's the jump shot with both of them. But I'll stick with Ayo Dosunmu. You are right on that.
Well, the when it comes to Ayo Dosunmu, like I said, I think that the numbers pretty much fit Ayo Dosunmu better. But when it comes to minutes played, we can argue that the minutes was diminished for Ayo Dosunmu
Yeah,
over the
yeah,
course of last season, and the numbers was still relatively better. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? I mean, I get that this guy might have more more of an output versus points, but when you look at percentages, Ayo Dosunmu was better.
yeah. Yeah,
So
he's more consistent.
you would give that to him because Tre Jones gave you what, 28%, as we mentioned. Ayo Dosunmu gave you 31 in a down year versus his up year. We can round that off to 38% from the three. And
Pretty
then
good
2-point percentage. Ayo Dosunmu was still 58% from the field
this year. That just passed.
this year and still gave you 8 points. What
That's nasty.
averaging 26 minutes per game, and Tre Jones gave you 29.2 or 30 minutes per game. And it's not that much. I mean, he gave you 5 more points. I
Mm,
get it. I mean, he's getting more increased minutes. So it's
yes.
just something that you will have to talk about a lot. Well, I wouldn't say a lot, but just something you have to discuss. But I still think that when it comes down to players, when it comes down to size, offense, defense, the edge still goes towards Ayo
Ayo
Dosunmu.
Dosunmu. Absolutely. And I'm with you on that, man. And then let's just add this, man. We've been watching Ayo since he got in the league.
Right.
He had one little off season, but he's a hard worker, man. You seen the way he came. You think that getting all buff like that hurt his game, nephew?
I wouldn't say I heard it. I would just say my man's ran into what we call the sophomore slump.
Damn, I hate to believe in all that conspiracy shit. I hate to believe in that.
I mean,
But
but
you
you
can't.
can't lie that sometimes that's what happens to certain players.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm willing to roll with Ayo instead of a Tre Jones for sure. Ayo, I still got confidence in him. You talked me into it with the numbers you just called. I didn't know he would shoot 58% from the field. That's
Yeah, he
kind
was
of
shooting,
amazing
bro, shooting
for a point guard.
58% shooting 58% from the 58% from the field, while Tre Jones this past season compared to Io last season is shooting
For
45.
40s.
So
Yeah,
58 versus 45, and then 28% from the three versus 31. You could say that Ayo Dosunmu is the better offensive player based on the numbers and based on the offense. Because even if most of us go on YouTube right now, type in Tre Jones highlights, you're gonna see that Tre Jones is mostly an attacking point guard. The only thing I will slightly give to Tre Jones is this: maybe he can facilitate a little bit better.
Yeah,
That's about it.
maybe, but Ayo was pretty good his rookie year too, facilitating, especially with Nick Vooch.
Yeah, in the pick and roll,
In
facts.
the pick and roll. Yeah, man. You just enlightened me on Ayo Dosunmu, bro. You just gave me some motivation to be ready to watch Ayo Dosunmu for the next year. Cause I know he working on this game. He a hooper. He know he played like trash. I'ma just say it. He played like shit last season, bro. We expected more. I thought
Facts.
that we was not gonna miss Lonzo Ball because of Ayo. You heard us in the preseason. Man, we ain't
Yep.
worried. Ayo here. He gonna make us forget about Lonzo. He had a good first couple of weeks, and then damn, what happened?
Boom, boom,
But
boom.
bro, but we ready. But we ready. We ready to see what Ayo can bring, baby. But guess what?
Facts.
We ain't got long, bro. It ain't this ain't finna be forever though. You gotta show us,
Facts.
big dog.
He definitely gonna have to come out here and show us and perform and do what's necessary to go ahead and prove his spot. But like I at this particular moment, man, no matter what, I do think that the Bulls need to change, but I'm not ready to give up on the young guys when it comes down to looking at who the two teams are in the finals. The Miami Heat and the Denver Nuggets. They got guys that they kept around for a couple years. They developed them, and look where they are now. We
Yeah,
can't continue to give up on young talent too quick, bro. That's just how
yeah,
I'm looking at it. So I would say you got to keep Ayo Dosunmu around. He in the offseason working on his ball control, working on his handle with Kobe White and the same coach that helped Kobe White get his handle right. He's gonna get better at 3-point shooting again. I believe so. And he's going to get back to that attacking offensive threat that we loved when he first came in the league, as long as Billy Donovan put him in a position to do so.
yeah. It ain't all on him, even though it's
Yep.
mostly him. Billy Donovan definitely got to put him in better situations. I agree with that. Most of the team he got to put in better situation, especially, and it's the most important player to Zach LaVine and Patrick
Yep.
Williams. He got to be able to manage those guys on this court the way they need it to be. I don't want Patrick Williams sitting in the corner all season, bro. Run
No.
some plays for Pat, bro.
Facts.
Yeah,
Facts. Well,
yeah. So
anything left over, man.
that was a
Anything
good
left over.
conversation, man. You gave me some more
You want
confidence.
Dougie McDermott to come back?
Man, fuck, what the fuck? I don't know McBuckets. I don't even like McDoubles no more. What the fuck? I want McDermott
Hey,
for.
bogus. But
Hey,
hey,
he improved though. They ain't gonna front
he
on him
did.
though. He improved. Yeah.
Hey,
So
he mapped out a career for himself. So shout out to him. Bro.
damn, Texas been dry. Where we going next, nephew?
Y'all already know we going to Canada, Toronto
Toronto.
Raptors.
We want us them long out there. Pause. We got them long ass players out there.
Y'all see the
With
arms
them
can't fit in the screen
wingspans,
guard
bro.
down.
They got
There
some.
it is.
Hey, maybe they want to give us Scotty Barnes bum ass on, bro.
Hell no. You said bomb. Hold on. No, we gonna get to that because he not no bomb, bro. You bogus. He not no bomb. You
Wasn't he
bogus.
rookie of the year before?
Yeah, he ain't no bomb though, bro. You
Was he what
bogus.
happened, Joe? He was next.
Sophomore slump.
Damn, I don't like this conspiracy shit. And I just think that motherfuckers fall off the map. You just
Sophomore slump. It is what it is, man. But hey, that's what it is from us today. Y'all let us know how y'all feeling in the comment box below. Subscribe here for all your latest Bulls content. If you want to be a part of any voice, if you want to be a part of any mailbag episode, send in a voicemail or a text message at 773-242-9219. And of course, see Red. This is another episode of Shy Bulls Podcast with Bobby and CDubb. We're going to catch y'all on the next one in Toronto.
Peace. I hope I see Drake over there, boy. He's over there.
Cognac. Gang.